Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is teacher Mahmoud Sarhan in Nahu Made Easy series, and inshallah today we'll talk about the first lesson. It's an introduction, and we'll take the noun and how we define and know the noun. Please follow me, subscribe and focus. Of Nahu Made Easy series to make it simple and easy. And actually I want to have some notes about Nahu. That many institutions teach Nahu through the poem, and poem actually is hard to understand Nahu through poem, because you're going to study the poem, you're going to memorize it sometimes to know the Nahu. So I don't like this kind of idea that to study any science through poem, because you're making it more complicated. Some other institutions, when they teach Nahu, they explain things and they explain rules with rules that you never studied. And this is something actually I'm going to avoid. I'm not going to explain something with something you don't know. Other institutions, when they teach Nahu, they organize and put the lessons in wrong order. So they put the easy lessons in the end and the hard lessons or the complicated lessons in the beginning. And Nahu is a science that is built on each other's rule. And some other institutions insist to explain or to have a specific example for the rule. And this might make it more complicated. So we're going to just study the rule, study the examples in an easy way, inshallah, and have exercise. Some other institutions mention a lot of details, and inshallah we're going to make it short and simple as much as we can. Why we study Nahu, or why we study the Arabic grammar? It helps us to understand the Quran, not to make any mistakes in the ayats and in i'rab and fatha, dhamma, kasra. It will control your tongue to pronounce and to recite and to read, to understand the written Arabic in a good way. It gives you the ability and a skill to evaluate any speaker who speaks Arabic. Also, you could understand more about the narrations and about the qira'at of the Quran. And if you want to be an Arabic teacher or Nahu teacher, you will need to follow and understand this series. Also, I'm going to give you like 12 years of experience in teaching Arabic and Nahu for foreigners, and you won't find this kind of experience in the books. So this is just an introduction about Nahu. The first and most important lesson in Nahu is to distinguish between the noun, the verb, and the preposition or the letters. So al-ism here is a noun. And this is أهم درس في رأيي. This is the most important lesson, because all the next lessons are built on this one. الكلمة تنقسم إلى اسم أو فعل أو حرف. So the word, any vocab in Arabic language, either noun, verb, or preposition or letter. So al-ism, to know al-ism. How do you know al-ism? Al-ism, it has a meaning with no time. It doesn't refer to past, present, or future. Like Muhammad, human being, قطة, animal, تفاحة, apple, شباك, window, مصر, a country. Okay, so وهو ما سمي به إنسان, like Muhammad, أو حيوان, like قطة, is cat, أو نبات, like plant, تفاحة, أو جماد, like a thing, like شباك, أو بلد كالترتيب السابق, is like these ones. So this is the most important thing. The noun doesn't have any relationship with time. And even though there are signs like al-jar. So if you see any preposition before a word, it must be ism or noun. At-tanween, any word, any vocab with tanween, so it's ism. النداء, any noun or any vocab with ya or a before it, like O Muhammad, O Fatima, O Layla, is ism. قبول, it accepts al, like al-bab, al-hadiqa, al-bint. الخفض بالكسرة, it has kasra in the end, like في النهر باب البيت. Okay, so الجر, التنوين, النداء, قبول al, الخفض بالكسرة.
The verbs or الأفعال don't accept these signs. Okay, here's a sample for اسم. وجاء فرعون ومن قبله والمؤتفكات بالخاطئة. You need to point to the nouns. Here فرعون is a name. والمؤتفكات it has ألف and lam, so it's اسم. بالخاطئة it has preposition ألف and lam and it has كسرة, so these are three signs. فعصوا رسولا, the word رسولا accepts accepts preposition. Here is تنوين, all of these are nouns because it has or it accepts one of the noun signs that we just talked about. تدريب على الاسم. This is an exercise and homework inshallah for you to point to the nouns with the signs. If you find any sign of a noun, we'll see you inshallah in class.
جزاكم الله خيرا for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next lesson inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.